to create a rod. If we would like to create a new rod inside PractiCAM, all we need to do is click on the icon that says create a new rod. Now we may call it whatever we like. We will call this my rod. Now we need to select the rod parameters. We're going to zoom in a little bit so we can see what they are. Now you notice here that this has a fastener plate already attached. You can decide whether or not you want to take that fastener plate away by clicking on it or adding it. Now we have a couple of different parameters here. We're going to go over them one at a time. To make it easier to demonstrate, I'm going to quickly adjust the plate length and the plate width to 8 inches and 8 inches. I'm also going to take the length add and I'm going to move it down to 0. First we have a fastener hole diameter. That is the size of these holes here for fastening. I'm going to adjust it from 0.3 to actually 0.6. So you can see that these holes right here for fastening have gotten larger. The next we have is a fastener hole offset. That is the distance between the top hole here and the center hole, and the distance between the center hole and the bottom hole. If I would like to move these a little further away, I could say fastener hole offset, for example, 2 inches, or let's say 2.5 inches. You'll see now that the distance from here to here is 2.5 inches. We can adjust the plate length like we've just done. 8 inches is the length from top to bottom of the plate. Plate width is the length left to right. So if I wanted to change it back to say 5 inches, I just type in 5. We can put in a weight. We can put in a cost for our cost estimation. We have a choice for a default Z, which currently will allow us to take our offset from 4 inches from the edge of the fitting out, and we're going to move it to 10 inches instead. Now the difference is the distance from here to here is 10 inches. We have a couple of options here for defaults as well. Now all of this can be changed on the fly inside a takeoff field, but we can choose that if it's a rectangular piece of duct and we add a rod, that we'd like the default to be on the width or depth. If it's an oval piece of duct, we can choose the rod to be at a default major or minor, and these can be adjusted on the fly. We can also do the same thing with a default angle or a default offset. For example, I'll change this to 45 degrees, or if I want the default to be at 90, I can leave it at 90. Once I've decided that I like all the parameters of this rod, I can click on Save, and now I'll be able to apply this rod to any takeoff that I choose. Here we are inside a transition. If we would like to add the rod that we have just created, all we have to do is come down to Rod In or Rod Out. For here we'll put Rod In. And just select that rod, my rod, out of our choices. We can now change the count if we'd like. And you can see we have parameters here on the fly that we can adjust, but they are set as the defaults that we set up inside our accessory section. However, let's just change the offset Z to 4 inches. Now I just have to press OK. PractiCAM has added the rod exactly where we want it placed. You will also notice, because we had our fastener plate button checked inside the accessory section, which is right here, that PractiCAM decided to not only cut the fastener plates out, but it did cut all the holes for the placement of the rod as well. This will simplify things when you go to build this transition later on. That is how we apply rods inside PractiCAM.